everybody been talking about, this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. 3rd and long coming up. St. Clair fires to the big fella. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. There he goes. The 30. He's at the and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tavian on the play action. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing St. Clair. Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabs it in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The short hands, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. On the run, it's Martin. Driven back. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Tavian St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make something happen. He's going to take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Just feeds the running back. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Push it ahead. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. St. Clair. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right side, it's Roberts. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Turning it on. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tavian St. Clair. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
The Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Catching up with the Purdue head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. St. Clair. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Reels it in. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds a crease. It's Martin. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Moving the pocket, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Purdue! Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They go play action with St. Clair. Look out! Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, that toe tap catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
Under pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Looks it in. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthened their position. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Davis looking to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Jarrett. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Gibson one more time. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Throwing St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Roberts. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Johnson. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Man, you cannot say enough about this defense. The whole game, start to finish, playing so good, limiting big plays, doing everything they needed to do, Palmer, to get the shutout, and most importantly, finish the game right here.
You know, this defense is different, David, I think in a lot of ways. This is their goal every game, and this is what they expect. They hold themselves to this standard. Players were telling us this week, we expect to go into each and every game and not allow any points. But